Looking at the creation story of the Bible in the book of Genesis, God's first creation is light. He said, "Let there be light," and there was light. This story tells of the importance of light to human existence. Life and light are inextricably connected. One cannot imagine this life without light. From the first ray of the sun early in the morning to its going down in the evening, light accompanies us in all our daily activities. This confirms that light, no doubt, is essential to life on earth. From when Thomas Edison invented electricity until today, even in the most concealed village, electric light is an integral part of human existence. In our climb, one of the ways by which government could touch the lives of the citizenry is through provision of light infrastructure. This, among other factors, prompted Governor Ambode's administration to embark on the Light Up Lagos project.
Lagosians came out and put their faith in me. In the course of the campaign, I had assured Lagosians that my administration will light up the state and create a 24/7 economy. On March 24th, this government commissioned the Rural Electrification Project to connect 68 communities in the Beju local government and Lekki LCDA to the national electricity grid. Today, we are here to commission the street lighting aspect of our Light Up Lagos project, which lights up the roads from Ile-Zik in Ikeja to the old Songo toll gate, and then from Murtala Mohammed International Airport to Oshodi. This project will provide adequate illumination on these strategic highways in keeping with our vision to light up all major roads and border towns in the state.
This project stands on a tripod which includes community electrification, street lighting, and embedded power with an advisory committee made up of key stakeholders from the public and private sectors. Through this transport and security-oriented program, extensive street lighting installations covering over 600 kilometers were undertaken in over 366 locations. It was conceived to light up major highways and streets in the state. The ultimate goal of Light Up Lagos project is to improve security and safety, increase commercial activities by promoting 24/7 economy, enhance standard of living of the people, as well as boost the aesthetics of the state.
The idea behind the Light Up Lagos is to, make Lagos to be within the, level of international cities. You cannot have a city that is modern and that is dark in the night, because when it's dark in the night, you have all sorts of activities that are not acceptable: criminality, theft, kidnapping, sometimes rape. So it's in order to support the security initiatives of the governor. That's why this Light Up Lagos initiative was put together. But by and large, I think I should use this opportunity to let the public know that the Light Up Lagos initiative is not only about street lighting. Street lighting is just one part of the tripod that makes up the Light Up Lagos. Light Up Lagos is street lighting, is community electrification, and it is also about embedded power.
Public lighting, which is defined as all functional and decorative lighting, causes the public realm to be illuminated directly or indirectly. This applies to lighting that may sit both within the public and private realms, which impact and influence our perceptions of illumination in Lagos State.
Light Up Lagos brought back the nightlife economy of this state with its size of population. You have that. Light Up Lagos has improved the security system. You can't operate on dark street. That is where the armed robbers hibernate. And with the high degree of migration of people from other states, if you don't light up, you are not going to be able to even help the armed forces and the security agencies to improve their security performance. The beauty of it is flying to Lagos at night. Look down your window and see that Lagos that used to be in darkness, miserable darkness, is now brilliant and showcasing its landscape from the air.
In sync with its promise to run an all-inclusive government that leaves no one behind, Governor Akinwumi Ambode's administration made sure that the initiative under the auspices of the Lagos State Electricity Board covers the 5 divisions of the state. Some of the areas that have been lit up include Maryland to Mile 12, Oworonshoki to Kara through Alakpere, 7-Up Tollgate and Berger.
This is a very, very fantastic project, and we are very proud of His Excellency, Governor Ambode of Lagos State. You could see the action of the people yourself. The communities that are here today, I can tell you there are over 100 communities, covering both Okeodo LCDA and Ojokoro LCDA. And you know that this lighting up is a very important aspect of security arrangement in Lagos State. When the streets are light up, the crimes are reduced. People can move, people can feel safe, and it is just magnanimous for government to do this for us. From here, you can imagine this toll gate boundary of Ogun State down to almost Ikeja bus stop, Ilezik. Apart from beautifying the streets, you know that activities in Lagos State, people sell till even past 12 of midnight. Get to Oshodi, get to anywhere along this place, Abule Egba, whatever. You find people selling. So it enhances commercial activities in the state.
I can just keep because we have a lot of vandals. So I can secure in my little capacity if I see anybody making an attempt of vandalism to report him to appropriate quarters and to desist myself from anything in terms of reckless driving and all those things that could vandalize the project of the government.
Ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn because ó máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lálẹ́ láti tajà. Kò jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa lo àtùpà oníkerosene mọ́. Toró ríran débi tá ti ń tajà.
Others are Bode Thomas, Surulere, Coca Street, Ilupeju, Apapa Oshodi Expressway, Bagada by Charlie Boy Bus Stop, Akim Balogun, Jobi Fela Way, CBD Ikeja, Baga, Ogunusi Road, Ojodu, Penn Cinema to Oba Akran, Lagos Ibadan Expressway by Baga Bus Stop to 3rd Mainland Bridge.
We first of all started by working out commuters' routes. Like I said, we've taken the whole of Lagos into consideration, and what we did was to map out anybody that lives in Abule Egba or Mero, if they work on the island. This is the major road where they would take, to get to work and to get back home, even if they were going to take a shortcut. So we mapped that out first. Those were the priority roads that we decided to light up. Now we're going to move into the inner roads. So what we're doing is we're working with the local governments. So they are the ones that are going to give us the roads, and then we're engaging the private sector as well, so that we can do this thing in a way that every local government benefits. So we're choosing, we actually leave the decision to the chairman of the local governments, that you tell us, you have your road network, where do we start from, and all, where are the major routes, which ones are the low-hanging fruits, because you actually have some roads in the local governments that already have streetlight poles, but maybe they're not energized, maybe they have cables missing, they have light fittings missing. Those are the low-hanging fruits. So those are the ones we would go and rehabilitate first. Then we can now move to new works, but it's a gradual process. We're working steadily with all 57 local governments and LCDAs.
Lagosians will benefit from the project on highways and streets as it promotes security with a safe and secured Lagos operating a 24/7 economy. Hoodlums and criminals who found it easy to hide in the dark to perpetrate evil before the project commenced will no longer have the leeway to operate, as the project will also improve safety for drivers commuters, and Lagosians in general.
ṣẹ́rí náà ó wúlò fún wa púpọ̀ torí pé kí ni tó bá di lálẹ́ pápákọ̀ tó máa tàn ó máa ń tó 8 kò dẹ̀ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí 7 torí pé kí ni ó light ó dẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ bí abẹ́rẹ́ bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ a máa rí ifú gan fẹ́ rọ́ọ̀bù níbẹ̀ yẹn iná yìí ó ṣèfò ọmọbìnrin yẹn nínú mọ́tò wọn ti fẹ́ já báàgì yẹn bọ́tí náà yẹn ti mú un lójú ó sáré gbàbẹ̀ yẹn ó lọ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kadà iná yìí dáa púpọ̀ bó ṣe wà nídàájí wọ́n tètè máa ń pa náà láago 6 wọ́n ti pa kò dẹ̀ kó rí títí 7 kan tiẹ̀ pa ká fi rí náà rí ilẹ̀ gbogbo bí máa mọ́ lọ ni á dàbí gba wà lọ́dún tẹ bá dó sódì náà ó wà pa iná ìwúlò ó dáa púpọ̀.
Other beneficiaries like pedestrians, market men and women that hitherto suffer from decreased visibility at nights now have cause to be happy, as the sure way of reducing their risk during the night hours is this Light Up Lagos initiative.
It's good for us, it's best for our security. It can save us from thieves and people, dangerous people cannot be able to hide there. I can walk alone because my mommy has to follow me to school every day. But since the light and then when I'm coming back, because I do lessons in school, so when I'm coming back, she does not have to follow me again because of I can trek from my school to Tollgate to enter bus to my house.
I thought he has not done anything. He has done, what we see as a light up, project everywhere. At least to tackle is a measure to tackle insecurity. Everybody can ride around. You can drive around at any time. You're free and you are safe, And I will rate him on that because if I thought he has not done anything, he has been able to put, security in place by the Light Up project.
Basically, so far, in terms of security, there is a lot of difference in terms of looking at the fact that there is lights, the street lights and all that, and the fact that Lagos State have been able to take security as their number one priority in terms of ensuring that people are safe, people have you can walk at night, you have lights, and then there is you can be rest assured that there is nobody that can come and attack you, so to speak.
It is pertinent to mention the benefits of illuminating the landscape of a megapolis occupied by more than 23 million citizens. For one, criminals will no longer operate under the cover of darkness, thus enhancing security and safety of lives and businesses, while artisans and small-scale business operators can function with no worries over extended business hours. It would also boost the economic impact of its citizens, and the earning capacity of thousands of direct and indirect jobs will be created through this groundbreaking electrification project, ultimately increasing the residents' capacity to pay rents and taxes.
Out of all our installations, we have about 30% or 40%, between 30 and 40% connected to our independent power plants. And the hope or the way we want to work is to make sure that all, before the end of the second year of this administration, we should have moved up to at least 60% connection to our independent power plants. And then by the end of the third year, we're looking at maybe 100%. So that's how we're working. First of all, put up the lights. Then now we're going to start with the distribution network so that they can be connected to the independent power plants. For improvement, I think we need community engagement. People need to understand the facilities or the infrastructure that are being put in place and take ownership of them. They don't belong to the government, they belong to us. So we need to engage the community so that they can know their responsibilities when it comes to all these public infrastructure. So that's where the first improvement needs to come in. So we need to be more efficient in our use of electricity. We need to be more wary of how we treat public infrastructure so that you can actually, prevent damages. And people that actually go, you find out that if the community is educated and they know that this belongs to us, if it does disappear or if it's ruined, it is going to be replaced. Therefore, you will not have the finances to expand to other places. So it's more like community engagement. We, the public or the Lagosians, we need to take ownership of all these projects. And as we finish, they should know that it belongs to them. It's their responsibility to make sure that they protect it.
The communities development associations, they play important role in that aspect. You know, we are aware that these things are government infrastructure projects, and so if we notice any vandalization, like these street lights now, if any vehicle touches any of them, immediately the community members in that area, we have the police, the task force, all these emergency numbers, 112, 767, and the rest of them. We have them. They will call them. We have street leaders, we have community leaders everywhere. We have the DPOs, the numbers of our DPOs in our communities. We have them. We will call people in authority to get those people, take responsibility of preparing them. In the past, people don't care. They will say it's government property. But this time around, everybody knows that what government does is for the people, is for the community. So people will jealously guard it. They will make sure that they take care of them. That is it. We fight for ourselves now. We don't allow anyone to damage whatever government gives us. That's the thing. That's the trend now.
When the streets are properly light up, most especially at night, so the investors may be attracted. For example, I work in Alausa Onywells there, so I can see the initiative is helping us a lot in terms of security and beautification of the streets. In such a case, most of the companies or most of organizations may not necessarily invest in street lighting since government has taken it up. So it will reduce their operation cost in a way, and it will attract investors.
Aside these areas that have been lit up in the state, mention should be made of the 67 communities in the Bejuleki area of Lagos State that have not had electricity in their domain, but these inclusive administration put a smile on their faces recently when they were added to the power grid through a 33 kVA high-tension line covering 131.5 kilometers.
With respect to community electrification, what we've seen is a situation where a lot of the communities in Lagos, they are not even on the national grid. And for years, about 68 communities were put on the national grid. They've been off the grid for 6 years. So we've done that successfully. It was commissioned, and then the communities there are enjoying power supply. This one is not street light now. This is what Nigerians call NEPA light. Now we are moving to Badagry. By this month, we'll commence the project, and the project is to put the Seme border and about 35 communities within that Seme area on the national grid. They have been off the grid for 16 years, and if we complete this project, I believe by September, then we'll be able to put them on the national grid, and they can also enjoy the benefit that other parts of Lagos are enjoying. I'm not saying the power situation has improved tremendously, but the little that's available, at least let them be part of it for now.
Some of them have been addressed as we speak. The ones that are beyond repair, we have to replace. But there's still work in progress there. But we don't, I think now we've gotten to the last end, which is Ise. And now we're working back to see any other complaints or any other faults that may have occurred along the line. But it's still work in progress.
The Lagos Solar Project, which is in collaboration with the UK Department for International Development DFID, has also made tremendous progress under the administration. The initiative is focused on implementing embedded solar power solutions for public facilities as it aims to deliver 4.59 megawatts of sustainable solar power to all rural, riverine and public boarding secondary schools, as well as primary health care centers, PHCs in the state.
Solar energy has been a very beneficial effect in our school, in the sense that it has helped us in our information communication technology system. The ICT program in our school, before the installation of the solar system, we've been talking about the theoretical aspect of ICT. But after the installation of solar system, it has helped to power all the computers in the ICT room and has helped us in the practical aspect of ICT. And again, the solar system has helped in conducive learning in the sense that during this weather that we are, because it is a very days here, so the students in the classroom feel congested, and solar system has helped to illuminate lights and power the fans in the classroom that helps to air the classroom and reduce congestion and heat.
As a brother, it has helped me to be able to read my books. For example, my peak period is reading in the midnight. And before the solar system, I have to read with my rechargeable lamp, and sometimes it's not always convenient. But since the solar system came, I can just wake up in the night, read, and I don't need to, it helps me to be able to answer questions in class. Before the teacher can even teach us the topic, I already know about it.
The Solar Energy Initiative, which is mainly for facilities mentioned above, especially in the Ikorodu, Badagry, Ekpe, and Ibejuleki areas of the state. These areas, which make up 67% of the total area of the state, are characterized by exceptionally poor or absolute lack of electricity due to their distance and isolation from the city. It has so far been delivered to 172 schools and 11 primary health care centers located in the areas. In furtherance of the implementation programs, the State Electricity Board and the UK Department for International Development DFID have trained technicians on its operation and maintenance with the primary aim of keeping the solar power systems running efficiently. The project, where it has been installed, started to impact greatly on the service delivery in the PHCs and improving the learning process in the schools. Power supply is a major challenge that must be addressed in order to achieve sustainable economic growth and development in Nigeria, and Lagos State in particular. If a mere 10% improvement is made in power supply, experts have argued that there will be an increase of 20% in the gross domestic product of Lagos State.
As we engage the power sector, job opportunities open up, and then we hope that by the time electricity is more available in Lagos State, we're going to encourage investors to come in. Factories, industries would want to come and set up in Lagos State. Once they find out that the environment is conducive, you have 24-hour power supply. That's basically, if you can have power supply 24 hours, you've solved 70% of the problems that are actually plaguing the industry now.
Therefore, true democracy cannot thrive in a society incapable of supporting the aspiration of its people. With the light-up exercise and other infrastructure development projects, the Lagos State government has demonstrated that a truly representative government must create the enabling environment for its citizenry to prosper in various ways.
It's been an eye-opener, and we've had very, very, very good positive comments and responses from people. And everywhere we go, the first thing, light up Lagos, and we know that it's worth emulating. And when you fly in at night, especially when you're about to land, that's when you see the beauty of Lagos, because there are lights everywhere at night. And I think it can only get better. This is just the beginning. It can only get better.